Hi peeps, it's Kim. Welcome to Debunked. Students, the future of our country, pursuers of knowledge, and all-round angels. Right? Or wrong, possibly the binge-drinking, class-missing, forever sleeping underachievers. We here at Debunked take a deeper look into the student life and the struggles they face. So, whilst NASA continues with child's play, we'll be exploring the relevant things in life. This week, we take a look at those dreaded deadline days with some do's and don'ts. And later, we'll be asking our very own Lewis and Lauren to come up with an appetizing 3-course meal with a budget of £5. Can it be done? I'm not so sure, but we'll find out later. First, the do's and don'ts. Everyone freaks out when it comes to deadline day. We'd like to help. So here's some do's and don'ts. Don't use Wikipedia. Use academic resources. When you were in school, Wikipedia was the holy grail. Not in university though. Look a little deeper. The library is your friend and Google is God.
Jesus?
Thou shalt not turn to Wikipedia, even in thy darkest hour. You must seek a higher power.
God.
No. Google.
Energy drinks. I suppose they can be helpful maybe towards the end of the process, but don't become reliant on it. Don't be running to the desk as time slowly ticks away. In fact, if you're running at any point, you're doing it wrong. Remember to eat lots of food to keep your energies up. All right then, that was the do's and don'ts. Guys, when it's deadline day for you, what do you get up to? What kind of adventures take place? Tell me now.
Well, I like to hand mine in on the day or a few days after because it's not really going to make that much of a difference.
No, you should do it so you've got enough time to hand in so you can check it over and make sure it's a good standard for the deadline day.
So you think you should have like a day where you've finished it and you're just checking it over before you hand it in?
But no, actually, in reality, it's a lot better if you do it like a few hours before, because then you're like under pressure and you're like, ooh, gotta do this, and then you just like write everything that you know.
So you feel like you'd be the best when the pressure's on, you just get it all done and dusted.
Yeah, you should have some pressure, but you shouldn't be like scrambling around looking for resources and quotes and stuff. You also like need to make sure it's a high standard, otherwise what's the point in handing anything in?
Yeah, what happens if there's a mistake or something like that and it sets you back in time, like you need more time?
Because it's not going to be that serious. That's like the worst case scenario. Like, if you handed it in a few days after, you'd have more time to do it.
You're going to lose marks, your grade's going to suffer. What's the point of getting a degree if you're going to have a worse grade?
By the time, if I handed it in the next day, they wouldn't have marked it even if I handed it in the day before. So I was just giving them an extra free day off.
Well, I've been looking in the news lately, and there was an interesting story about expectations. The great expectations of coming to university and maybe not quite meeting those expectations. What was it like for you when you came and you finally got here? Did it meet your expectations?
My expectations were spot on. I thought I'll just go out and have as much drink as I can until I'm out blank on the floor, and it worked, to be honest, yeah. Do like them. So
the drinking culture was exactly what you thought it was going to be like?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought I'd have more time. I don't have enough time to join all the societies I wanted, to go out as much. There's just not enough time with all the workload.
Oh, it sucks to be you. But
well, at least my grade's going to be better because I actually put the time and effort
But at least
in.
I'll have friends because I'll put effort in with them. And
Yeah,
not,
meeting people.
not meet them because I have to read a book.
You should be meeting people, but you shouldn't be meeting people while you're, just hungover and drunk. University is about, about learning, which was an expectation that I met. It is harder than any of the other schools.
It's not all about the learning. It's just half or 3/4 of it.
Have you heard about peer learning? It's where you learn from people, and maybe you might learn more from your friends than you would in a classroom.
If you're learning how to be a drunk has-been, then you're going the right way.
And if you want to join a nerd herd society, you have to go that way.
All right, well, we asked the public what they thought about this, and this is what they said.
I'll be making money, okay?
What was your expectations of university before you came?
I had no idea what I was going to go into. I'm coming from Bulgaria, and the universities there are quite different. It's a little bit very structured, like the teaching staff are up there and you can't even talk to them. So when I came here, I was nicely surprised.
I don't know, I kind of didn't really have any expectations. I just sort of turned up and found it was a really practical course, and it wasn't much writing, which I was thrilled about because I don't like writing.
Yeah. I thought it was just going to be kind of like, I guess, a lot of people and a lot of work and stuff. But I guess everybody's really friendly and everybody helps each other out. So it is a lot of work, but everything kind of works out, I guess, in the end.
I don't know, really. Hands-on kind of course, I suppose. I do broadcast journalism, so you'd hope it would be a bit hands-on and learn the theory at the same time. So, a bit of both, rather than just, a theory-heavy lecture.
I don't know, really. See, I came to uni from college expecting that extra push of education, but since joining it, I joined American Football Society and all we did was just party.
You know that show Fresh Meat? Kind of like that, just like worse. With people, but it's can't stand and being broke half the time, but yeah.
I did think it was all going to be a lot more harder financially and stuff. I think everyone sort of pressed that you were going to be completely poor and stuff, and I think actually we get it quite good here in this country, so I think that was all right.
So it exceeded expectations?
Yeah, it did exceed expectations for me. Yeah, I think that a lot of people were struggling, because I know when I was at school, a lot of people were saying, I'm not going to go because of, the financial situation, having to pay the money back, etc. But I think we're really lucky within our country and the government we have, in the sense that, how it all works out, payments-wise, loans-wise. I think we're actually lucky, and I think it would be poor for us to not take advantage of that opportunity.
Yesterday, I found one of the world's rarest photos. Rob Jewett with hair. Looks like Play-Doh being forced through holes. If you could put that criticism into your written work, then maybe you'd pass with more than a third.
Jay Sykes is too gay to function. It's only okay when I say that. Mean Girls.
Dapper Dan is a fashion icon. Said no one ever. Big words from somebody who almost certainly owns a flannel shirt. I'll go home and dry my tears with me money. Thanks.
Ian McPake looks like Jason Statham's ugly older brother. Well, it's funny because I am Jason Statham's ugly older brother, the transporter. Can't you see it?
Lee Hall needs to stop tagging me in unnecessary tweets. Are these from my wife?
Oh wow, Sue Perryman went to Cannes. First I've heard of it. Hashtag f***ing stop. Yeah, f***ing stop.
I wonder what percentage of Keith Hussein's bloodstream is pure Lucozade. 70%.
What's that podcast again? 99% perspiration, more like 99% Well, you.
Someone should ask Keith where he gets the neat haircut with the hole in the middle. Thank you.
I wonder if Rob Jewett knows that nobody cares about what he tweets. Oh, it burns. I'm a self-facilitating media node. I don't have to care about what you think.
Is Sue jealous of everyone going through puberty? Is that why she goes on about her menopause? Please stop.
Keith's lessons are more killer than Saddam himself. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut a bit more in future.
Jay Sykes dresses like his mother. If his mother dressed like a homeless Wow. Wow. Okay, cheers. She does.
The way Ian goes on about Stanley Kubrick, it's like he's in love with the guy. Well, haven't I told you, I am in love with the guy.
That was the lecturers of the University of Sunderland reading your mean tweets. Be careful with the abuse you dish out online. We'll be visiting your uni soon. So, as students, how do we get around? Bus? Bicycle? Taxi? Skateboard? Donkey? Lewis here, he uses his pride and joy. A car. He treated us to a tour, but we think it's a bit crap.
Unlike those who, I'd never go up the level of a lesser student, get the train or the bus, or the peasant wagons as I like to call them. Imagine being squished between them awful people and all the lazy pensioners wanting me to give up my seat for them. Us civilised people like to get around in cars, and here she is. As you can see, I keep it very clean. Well, reasonably clean. It's not about the car. It's not about the man who owns the car. It's not about the people who love the man that own the car. It's all about the boot. Being a law student, I have a lot of extended reading that I keep in my car, such as due for return 4th of December 2012. Well, who needs books anyway? You're not a man until your name's on the car. Become the car. And obviously it runs without a problem. Come on, boys.
Now to our cooking challenge. We surprised Lewis and Lauren with a mystery box of food. They need to create a 3-course meal, however it's been put together with a measly £5. So, will our guys be master chef or master sh**?
Why, out of everyone, did you hire the producer to tell me how I should cook when I know perfectly well how to do it myself? I don't need you and your little crew to tell me how to cook. Is that all right? Yes, it is, and it should be. Hi, Lewis. You've got 10 minutes to prepare your starter, and then we'll provide you with clues and ingredients for the main course. Good luck.
I'm going to make stuffed peppers. Start off with, I'm going to use 2 red peppers.
I really know what I'm doing with olives. Everyone struggles with opening the jaws, but I never would.
So right, that's most of the water mixed into it. So right now we're going to just push it down into the pepper.
And then the trick is just like put your hand there and all stay. That's quite nice.
I'm going to put some of the cheese in there, and then I'm going to put a little bit couscous on top so it melts in.
And then I'm just going to like chop up some bread, because who doesn't like bread? No one's going to complain if there's bread. I'll just cut that.
There we go. That's my starter done. I just need to wait till it's cooked.
And then that will go perfectly with that.
That's my phone. That'll be about the challenge.
Sorry to drop you in a hole like this. Well, yes, you do deserve to say sorry for the least. You're going to have to think on your feet if you want to hop out of this one. We provided you with ingredients under £5. Everything should go well if you can figure out what to make them with. Oh God, no. Are you kidding?
Frogs? No. Sausage. Toad in the hole. It's toad in the hole. Beat that. See if you can beat that, Lewis. How fast you can work that out.
You've given us like some little shop in my kitchen telling me, well, actually not tell me anything because you're all sat there in silence, and I'm supposed to just sit here and go, oh yes, I'm a psychologist, I know everything what to do because I can all read your minds, because you've just given me this shop again in my kitchen when I never asked for it.
Right, let's get a recipe up.
What am I supposed to do with this? Never even heard the thing. What's that? What am I supposed to do with that? I don't honestly know. Can you just like answer? Like, what is this?
So I'm gonna have to make the batter first.
Right, because you all think that I'm some sort of psychologist and I'll just sit here and lip read, mind read all of you. Oh, I'm not.
Right. So I should get 100 grams of flour.
Come on, Lewis.
All your stuff is just pure useless in trying to give me riddles that I do not understand. That's probably the problem.
Well, what's the issue here? Like, what's the real issue?
The issue, your cast, your crew, everything.
But can you not figure it out? Like, you've got the ingredients.
Oh, so I'm just supposed to go, oh yay, thanks for the little shot in my kitchen, then I'll just carry on with it, shall I?
Okay. Oh, technology, will you work for me?
Once you know what to make, you'll be able to create it because
Yes.
you'll know what it is.
And as soon as you tell me what it is, then I'll be able to create
That's
it.
not fair though, is it? Because Lauren has to work it out as well.
I don't care about Lauren. I've never cared about Lauren. I care about myself. And right now, all I want is some, like, I don't know, help from you lot.
Normally I'd suggest you to sieve your flour, but again, broken. I really need to get a new flatmate who's more trustworthy.
What food has hole in it?
Cheese? I don't know. Anything has holes in it. You can puncture holes in pet
You're going
sheep.
to have to think on your feet if you want to hop out of this one. Hop out of...
Hop out of
animals,
what? I was stood in the
animals,
kitchen.
Reptiles, you know what? Hop, you know, come on.
Oh, that sounds like my peppers are ready.
Tell me what it is.
All right, I'm guessing you won't go any further until I tell you, right?
No.
All right, what you have to create is a toad in the hole. Do you know what that is?
Obviously. Well, if I'm gonna make my toad in the hole, turn this on. Toad in the hole. What's toad in the hole?
So I'm just going to place the tray up there to cool.
See, it's nice when you actually know what you're doing. Now, you can break eggs really well. I can. Not one piece. Oh, I'm so good at this. Definitely winning.
Let's see how much milk. 150.
Does anyone actually know how much 150 mLs are? No. So I'll just have to guess. I'll probably be right anyway, as usual. Round about there. Yeah, that's fine then.
I always keep a level head in the kitchen and make sure everything is fine. Okay, right, sausages.
After 15 minutes, that'll be done. And I don't mean to be modest, but honestly, it couldn't go any better. I'm such a good cook. I wouldn't actually be surprised if I got an award tomorrow. Lauren should just stay at home and never show her face again. How great would that be? It's called char grill. Duh, like you knew anything about cooking.
So I'm going to put the batter in this tray. Again, you can use a circular one because obviously if you want a circular Yorkshire pudding. Quite runny now, so that looks like it's ready. So I'm just going to pour it in here. And then I'm just going to put that in the oven. It will rise, so don't worry if it's not. You don't want to make it too full if you've over-made the batter.
It says that you have to put them in the oven at 180 degrees, but whoever made that up obviously failed maths. If you put it up higher, of course it's going to do it quicker, like if it's on max.
And there you have your steps for making your toad in the hole.
Perfection.
Nice work on the toad in the hole, almost done, just one course left. Dessert. I'm going to try and make this look quite nice. So I'm just going to put that down there.
Just got to nip out for a second. Stupid cast. Stupid. Oh, I've never liked them anyway. They're the one that made me do this stupid program. I've never wanted to do this. Utter rubbish. I mean, who even wants to do a toad in the hole anyway? It's like an amphibian wrapped in a blanket. I don't even know what... Oh, I hate them all. Oh, if I have to set sight on them ever again, I will be ill. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
And then just sort of drizzling it around the fruit.
Have a hash brown. A big... Oh, what would you say was a star? Can I have a Big Mac meal, please? A Coke, please. And a Dairy Milk Flurry, please. Take out. What? You never said I couldn't buy anything.
So, there we have it. Can you create a 3-course meal with a budget of £5? Definitely. Debunked. Will it be enjoyable? Well, that's debatable. Catch us next week when it'll be a race against time. Waking up late for a lesson can be a nightmare, but what kind of transport to use to get you there? We'll also be providing a step-by-step survival guide for those brutal 9 AM lectures. You can join us now on our website for a live Ask Us Anything. But until next time, good luck and goodbye.
DJ